Hello Twitch chat, welcome in. Howdy howdy, hope everyone's well. Is the camera working? Yes. Is the game working? Yes. Let's go back into Elden Ring Randomizer. Friday stream, I know, since I took last night off because trick-or-treaters were coming to the door, I thought I would spend a little bit of time here on Friday continuing Elden Ring Randomizer and continued attempt at the boss that's inside of there. We have Maliketh, and we have Valiant Gargoyles instead of Elden Beast to reckon with. So, the first thing I'm going to do is probably build up my stats just a little bit, look for places we can level. We're only level 110, and the Valiant Gargoyles fight is a little bit rough. I want to do a bit more exploring of the areas in the Randomizer. I maybe want to go underground, maybe do some of Rani's side quest if we can get hold of the Fingerslayer Blade. We never finished Nokron, so maybe we will start there, because there are a couple of items that we can grab on the way down here. So I want to do a little bit more of the Randomizer stuff, and then I want to basically beeline for the final boss. But along the way, if we can grab any additional, like, summon stuff that's going to be useful for the final boss fight, because Night Maiden and Swordstress are not necessarily all that great from what I can tell, then we will see if we can get the edge on Maliketh and the Elden Gargoyles. But how is everyone? How is your Halloween celebration? Hope it all went well. We only had like 4 or 5 groups of trick-or-treaters to the door in the end. It was not the busiest night we've had, but our area is sort of a mix of families and people like me who just want to be left alone. So, yeah, we were able to give a few kids some chocolate, and then we kept some chocolate for ourselves because it's still chocolate, so I'm still going to eat it. Ooh, the Erdtree Seal. That's not one I can use unless I have like 40 faith, but I was actually considering maybe using the Clawmark Seal, since I have the stats to wield that. It doesn't really need much. And maybe seeing if we can get hold of Flame Grant Me Strength or something like that, so that I can maybe buff myself just a little bit going into some of these final boss fights. But did anyone go do costume parties, have some fun hanging out, any of that? Oh, there's a Guardian Golem down there, yikes. I will probably have to contend with that shortly. But yeah, we didn't do a whole lot. We watched a couple more episodes of Interview with a Vampire because we're watching that on BBC iPlayer right now, the AMC series. And yeah, we took it easy. We are going to a costume party on Sunday. So I have a vague... Oh my god, the Night Maiden in here is an imp this time. I have a vague idea of going as a sort of closet cosplay version of the Penguin from Batman, because the theme is Batman plus Disco. Somber 6, okay, cool. We do now have a plus 10 Axe of Godfrey as of the last stream, so we are as upgraded as we can be, realistically speaking. Oh, there's a jelly friend over here. Hey, fun. And this one we need to jump, of course. Hoop. Nice and easy jump if you hit the corner. But then there's another item up here, which is why we're doing this in the first place. That does not look at all useful, never mind. And there's only a mushroom on that side. A couple of these creatures should actually give us some guaranteed drops, I believe. Because the sphere that's in the middle here drops a larval tier normally, so... Is it the wolf this time? It's the wolf this time, and it gave us a very useful talisman. I'll take it. Very nice. I would love to get hold of the Mimic tier, if only because that means I would need I would get a summon that didn't require FP in order to cast. Because right now I'm having to use some medallions that I would rather not use, and especially if we have the Dragon Crest Great Shield, that's going to do us really well against Valiant Gargoyles if we have the option. I am going to quickly swap back in some of these while we're doing some exploring, because we don't need the FP the rest of the time. Hello, you. 70s Batman with Adam West? Kind of. For Halloween, I answered like 30 Tumblr asks, all saying trick or treat. Have you played this scene like half from hell? Doing our best. Doing our best. Let's see. Yeah, the penguin I'm going for is more the comics penguin than it is the Colin Farrell penguin, so I'm not necessarily going full, like, prosthetic fat suit and everything. Yep, that still hits. Tibia's summons. Well, not quite the summons I had in mind, but close. And, of course, there's still going to be something in here. It just won't be the Finger Slayer Blade this time. You can see I've made a jack-o'-lantern and a cat paperweight from clay, waiting for them to fully air-dry and colour them. Nice. Will I have a top hat? Yes, I do have a top hat. Nice, okay. Beast Blood and Death Blight from the looks of things. Oh, God. Well, I didn't have many runes on me anyway, so that's fine. If all it is Beast Blood, then there was no reason for us to come here, and that's also totally fine. But yeah, I need to get the monocle and the bow tie are the main things I still have to get for the penguin situation, but everything else is fine. Okay, that golem, I think, sees me as soon as I sit down, so let's walk back to Ancestral Woods. And right, from here, I don't think there's too much else around Nokron that we need to get. We've been to Deeproot Depths already. We didn't really spend too much time exploring this area, but I don't think there are too many other items. We could always check just in case, I suppose. But either way, the Ainsel River stuff is still a possibility. I think Mount Gelmir is going to be the freshest place for us to go looking for stuff. Because we have not explored too much of Mount Gelmir. Tanith is still dressed as Raya. We cannot get into Volcano Manor. We haven't done Raya Lucaria yet either. Oh, Patches is here. Dressed as Emir.
Well, I don't believe it. All good though, we'll do good. Oh, and of Patches input.
And so he doesn't have anything. He has the Mimic's Veil, which is great. He doesn't have anything we can really use.
Are you surprised? I always hate. I thought I could. Not to mention. I guess I'm off. Even after I've never seen. Cheers for that.
All right, and we'll get out of here. I'll go and grab the map, and then there's a couple of other places that we could fight an optional boss. I don't recall if we went up to the item over here to see what was here instead of the golden seed, but we might have. There's also this Scarab walking around, which should be a nice easy kill. I think. Depending on whether we can catch it with the AoE. Where does it go? What's its little path around here? Oh, hello. It's one of the rolling giants. What up? Never seen one of these guys, like, this well lit, I feel like. Kick his butt! There we go. Oh, this looks like nothing, so... Oh, okay, lightning grease. It's actually not too bad. Alright, let's keep track of this Scarab then and see when it comes this way. Yeah, okay, it'll pass over here, but then we can also maybe head around this way. There we go. Alright, not worth it after all. Never mind. Never seen one of those outside of Hoth, yeah. They have that very Tauntaun Jabberwocky look to them. Oh, I also need to be picking up any Gloveworts that I see, because we might need one of those to help us get more summon upgrades. to help with the final boss. Alright. And then let's see what's down here in place of... Well, the worm face has been replaced with a flower, which is a lot more appealing to me. But then the ulcerated tree spirit down here will have been swapped with something else. Excuse me while I burp. Oh, it's another Erdtree Avatar. Well, this is actually what would have been here beforehand. So that makes sense. Ulcerated Avatar. It's not a Rot Avatar from the looks of things. Also kind of squishy. Should be a nice easy stagger if we get another heavy. There we go. The axe is really doing damage on that tree. Sure is. Yeah, the problem is not necessarily with our damage output. It's with the final bosses being very maneuverable. And there being two of them in the case of the Gargoyle Duo. Which is not my favorite, but excuse me. Coming through. Just going to grab this. Hop off the edge. And wend our way down here. Sacramental Bud. And at this point we should get invaded by somebody. Bandit manchettes. Kind of thing I would expect to find in a Flame Stench Shack, or whatever this is. Flame Guardian, who are you? I'm not even certain who that was. Anyway, they're gone now. Oh, Anonymous Gifter, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Zloy. Really appreciate that. I feel like there may end up being a couple of occasions here in which I have to both deviate from the typical path I would do if we were just doing this like as an any percent clear wherever you can, and also we need to go and do a lot of the side dungeons just in case there's something useful in those. So we might have to go back and do Fringe Folk Hero's Grave, some of the other catacombs, like Wyndham Catacombs is up here and I've not done that one yet, so we might as well go and do that. There are a couple of them that are just annoying to get through. They're kind of a slog, and I don't much fancy doing them if I don't have to. Oh, nice. Plenty of glove water around here, though. That's quite appropriate, I suppose. Considering that the catacombs is up here somewhere. I think it's on the next plateau up. Whoop. And it's around the corner here. Yes, there we go. With some glove water outside as well. Right now I need 75k to level up, so we might be able to get some more of that from in here, provided that nothing kills me in the process. This, I believe, is one of those catacombs, A, that has pressure plate traps in the floor, but B, also has a secret area we have to drop down to get to the lever that opens the catacomb door. It has one of these guys who are fortunately very interruptible with colossal weapons. And you... It's funny to me the way they sometimes mimic the AI of stuff like the gargoyle imps. Oh, what on earth? Okay, excuse me. where they'll like stand still for a while until you like activate them almost. Absolutely not. Oh god. You know, it never occurred to me that you can destroy the ballistas. Like, I never bothered with any of that. So I figured they would just regenerate anyway. Now die! Again. Yeah, they spawn in with the ballista, so like, when you go into Stormvale or wherever, A, the enemies who are there can't really use the ballistas at all, and B, sometimes there are no ballistas in the first place. They often end up spawning in like weird locations as well, like they're never facing towards you or anything, which is actually really funny because it means you end up with a bunch of them like facing the wall. I don't know what's actually in here, but we might as well look for it. Oh, interesting. Well, we've already finished Fia's quest, so we don't actually need to do all of the stuff with D, but... yeah, I think you come down here. This is where, like, the crabs and stuff come out of the water, but we don't need to worry about that. You're actually in the right place, which is quite funny. And these, like, corpses and whatnot don't tend to mess with stuff too much. Oh, the Inseparable Sword. Amazing. This is a suddenly a D-themed catacombs. And Consort's trousers here too. Wonderful. So we got this open now, which leads back through to that room. Huh, but I guess maybe the lever to open the boss door is up in that other room instead of down, and that's just a way of getting into that room. Makes sense. Haven't seen many of the scary crawling vampire Albinauric guys this playthrough. No, I think maybe I've run into them here and there, but they're probably relatively few in terms of the total enemy count of the game. And so you end up seeing more of them in little concentrated doses in spots like Volcano Manor, and then they don't really show up again in the rest of the game, so it's quite unlikely that we'll run into those just in terms of numbers. Absolutely not. How dare you? Get out. Oh yeah, and this is the room that you have to like run across to this guy again. What is he doing? Oh, he's one of the flying ones. I always forget about those. You only run into them once or twice as well. Excuse me. This whole area is very lightning themed for some reason. I think it's just because it's flooded. So it has a chance to really mess you up if you're still wet. Alright, let's go and see what this boss is. My guess is Grafted Scion. Chat, what do you think? What do you think this boss is going to be? Oh, well. Erdtree Burial Snail it is. Oh, God. literally right next to me. Yes, this is what we want. This is one of the reasons I'm exploring. I need flask upgrades. I need more runes. I forgot about the spirit snails. Yeah, I'm just thankful that wasn't the one that makes you fight both the godskins and then the snail. I don't do that fight very often, but it was really annoying the first time it happened to me. Okay, so we finally have +8 flasks. We are 4 sacred tiers away from maxing those out, which makes me very happy. With Windham Catacombs done, we still have stuff like Old Altus Tunnel. I haven't been to Shaded Castle at all. But I think maybe we'll hop down here into Seethwater River. Does the snail usually call the Crucible Knight? Yes. That one does. That one, I believe, is actually from, if not one of those catacombs that... Oh, Dragonlord, that's a fun one. If not one of those catacombs, then one very close by. Like, it's around this level of the game you end up finding that one. But I forget which dungeon it actually belongs to. But it's in a very similar arena. Oh, we got the painting. That's fun. I haven't actually given much thought to whether or not we should go and do the paintings, but there's always an opportunity to get more items that way, so who knows. One of them could be hiding the location of the Mimic tier, for all I know. More festering bloody fingers, okay. Let's do Seethwater Tunnel while we're here. There are so many of these little side dungeons that I just have not thought to do. How's Knight Cavalry and Deathbirds randomized? So all of the Knight bosses are swapped around, meaning that in the place of the Knight's Cavalry in North Caelid, the one that I normally trick into jumping off the bridge over here, it's a Bell-Bearing Hunter instead. So I've left him alone, because I don't know which one it is, but there's one of them that's just, like, way too OP. Oh. I needn't have been quite so enthusiastic about that guy. Blood-soaked tabard. Very nice. I guess it's likely that they'll end up dropping stuff that's like... Whoa! Alright, a little bit of damage. More concerned about the poison, though. Yeah, like the enemy weapon and armor drops. You okay up there, bud? Having fun? It's all the slimes that are normally stuck to the ceiling up here. That's very funny. The Caelid Bell Hunter is messed up, yeah. Yeah, no, I will definitely have missed a handful of the other field bosses. I would just prefer not to be pest-threaded, please and thank you. I found the guys in Dark Souls who are like that, the Necromancer ones in the catacombs, and I was like, wait a second. I see where they got this from in Elden Ring. There's a man behind the wolf. You know what they say, behind every wolf is a successful man. Who's very easy to hit with a big axe. That's how the saying goes, I'm pretty sure. Oh god. Radahn Catacombs is another one I haven't done. Yikes, that's a lot of stuff in here. Hello? I think this is where you normally get the mushroom set from. I've got pages. Alright, easy enough. Knight's Greatsword, fun times. Oh cool, now I'm Scarlet Rotted. Okay, I might as well just leave. Didn't realize you could teleport. That's a new thing I knew about you. Oh no. Can't go that way. Caelid Beast Cave is short? Yeah, there's a couple like that. There's a few bosses at the minor Erdtrees that I have not done. One of them is Blackblade Kindred. This leads down to the boss fight, and there's a stake of Marika here, so we may as well go and do this. Not sure what this will be. Ooh, Vagabond Helm. Very nice. Style points for that one. Alright, bud, it's fine, it's fine. You can go back to sleep. He was like, wait, I should be hiding. Oops. Do I miss Empire's SMP? Not really, do you? I think the answer to that is probably yes, though, right? Oh, fun. Watchdog of Rot. Except lightning, actually. Pretty sure this is the Watchdog that should have been in the catacombs we just did. Because it's got the lightning focus. Ow, yep. Heard. Heard, chef. Fun. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Where to warp to, though? Probably just Seedwater River again. Although maybe the Seedwater Cave Grace is going to make more sense. Yeah, the messed up cats. Always a pleasure. I think I might be able to get another 10k runes out of what I have here, but no, not really. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's figure out which direction is out. It's the randomized icon, it is. The boss fight at the end of Ainsel River. Oh god, Rune Bear. Okay, let me hop down here and try to avoid... oh my god, there's so much stuff dropping, including a hated lobster. This is the worst! Absolutely mauled. Runebed, lobstered, anted, and albinoriced. Poor Torrent. Fortunately, my runes are up here because it took me so little time to die. You know what, let's run around this. Mostly so we already are running at a sprint once we reach this ridiculous pack of enemies. And that way I don't have to try and accelerate again right after landing. There we go. Of course, the bear is still mad at me, but what else is new? Oh, here's going to be a fun one. If a boss spawns in the magma like the Magma Wyrm, is it just going to take damage? Ooh, I'll take a free rune arc. I'm running low on those after the last attempts at beating the final boss rush. And for once, it might actually be worth going in this castle and seeing what's happening inside of here. Where normally it's just a fire prelate with a cool weapon. This time it may be something different. Hello, you Fort Height knockoff. Oh my gosh. Well, it's about the same shape. Sacred Ring of Light. That's a fun one. And of course we got bits and pieces in here. More paintings! Honestly, I bother with the paintings so infrequently. Eclipse Crest, nice. Yeah, I bother with the paintings so infrequently that I don't think I ever even saw a couple of these. I don't recognize them super clearly anyway. Okay, we'll just roll off the back then. Not sure how you're supposed to get out of that bit. I could use the runes, so maybe we'll keep those if I get back up there. I don't have any rainbow stones, I don't think, so it's actually not really possible for me to check whether I can fall safely from a certain height. The land squirt is back. Excuse me, sir. Now, did it put my runes outside the wall? It did. So there must be some way back from out here. Oh, can you get up onto this rubble? And okay, you can do it that way. That makes sense. I guess you could always warp out as well, but good to know. Okay. So, moving on to where Magma Wyrm would normally be spawning in the lake over here. Grab whatever this is. Oh, cool. Okay, you're already on land. Magma Kindred. Well, you look like you've been made out of molten rock, so this is practice for valiant gargoyles. Absolutely not. Okay. Good hit. And dead, okay. That thing had a lot less health than the Valiant Gargoyles, but... And a new draconic power is available. For some reason. Land Squirt made you viscerally react. It's what they're called. Legitimately the enemy's name. Here's Alex. Oh, a skeletal mask.
I hardly feel I've been taken.
Thanks, man.
I won't be able to have
found that in a drawer somewhere. Well, despite us already having gone and done Farum Azula, we could still potentially meet Alexander there, I guess. But I want to move on from here and see what other items we can pick up on the Mount Gelmir Pass, because there are a few here that we can grab. There's another graveyard up here, which is great. These have always been quite kind to us in terms of cool drops. Just sheer number of items there are here. Oh, a note about Mikola's Needle. Very good. Oh, God. I do like being able to break open those statues myself. That's one of the other fun aspects of this mod. Why are there so many lightning balls? You're powerless here. The Grafted Dragon. Oh my goodness. Shout out to the Black-Clad Wanderer. No need to really mess with you too much. Obviously up here we have Master Azure and the Demi-Human Queen boss fight, so there's going to be some... Really? Okay, cool, I guess. This is just one of the Faramazula dragons. This is not even a named boss fight. Now, by all means, stay over there. I mean... Looks dangerous, isn't actually. Hi. You having fun there? Beautiful. Gets us nothing. Immutable shield. Can't change that, can we? I think... I regret doing this instantly. I might put a point into mind. Yeah, it had definitely not occurred to me that that dragon was just going to respawn. But I think if I just run on here, I might leave its aggro radius. Which will be very welcome if it does happen. Demi-Human Avatar. Okay, great. Rot Avatar this time, though, so just got to be careful about that aspect. Leave myself with enough room to roll to the side to avoid all of the spray. I hate the fact that there are Wraith Callers here. Ow. Oh god. Nope, 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 nope. This is a bad place to encounter this thing. Although the fact that there's obstacles in the way for that one projectile barrage is not a bad thing, I guess. Hey, Clean Rot Knight, can you clean this rot, please? Rotten Stray Ashes, very appropriate. Almost too appropriate, somehow. Ah, greathood is sometimes thrust upon us, my friends. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greathood gifted to them by a boss fight. Hello, Master Azure. What have you got for us? What's in his hand? Oh, how useful. Right after we fight the Rot Avatar. Now that's actually going to be kind of handy. I might end up equipping a... Wait, do I not have 10 faith? Oh, I guess it's probably because I had Marika's Source Seal equipped, didn't I? Well, maybe later. Maybe if I decide to invest in faith, if I have the resources to invest in faith. But then, of course, once we reach here, we can go and do Gelmir Hero's Grave as well. Which I don't normally do, but then it could end up with some very useful items in it. There are also a couple of these where there's a stone sword key right at the beginning and then normally like a legendary armament or something. I'm pretty sure this is the one where you get the ringed finger, but seeing as we can buy that from round table holds. Also, I assume the chariots are still going to be chariots. I think I see the silhouette of one down there. Yeah. What path does this one take now? Oh yeah, okay, so we need to wait for it to go back up for us to continue this way. And then it goes all the way down to the bottom of this. Stops right in front of me here. Because none of these make any logical sense. That bat's already dead, I guess? Absolutely not. Oh, I think you can drop down there, but let's not do that. Because we can go over this way, deal with everything that's in this room. And there's normally some useful glove warts in here, but don't need to worry about that now. Get wrecked, I guess. Is there anything we can get from up here? No, I don't think there is. What have you got? Oh, the snake shield. That's actually a pretty funny one. Be creating a Season 4 of Survival Guide with 1.22? Nope, that's not the plan. The plan is to continue the current world for as long as reasonably possible. Well, you're going to get flattened. Haha. Oh god, help! Oh. Okay, good. Oh no! Why have you done this? Well, about to die. Double chug saves my life. And then I die. Oh! Apparently not. Never mind. And now I can get down here. This place is like giving me lots of... Oh, I forgot you can't drop off there. Never mind. I died before I hit the lava though, so spared that indignity. Sorry, Robbie, you kind of mistimed that one. Yeah, let's move on down. I think I can make it to this alcove before the chariot gets here. Likewise, I think I can make it to this one. Oh, that's what died to the flamethrower first. Kind of happy about that, actually. You're persistent, aren't you? Right, now this is going to head back up. We can follow it down from here and grab my runes on the way down. I think I can get to about here and then drop off, but then... Oh! Well, we missed it. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Welcome to a Friday stream, because I took last night off because of having to answer the door to trick-or-treaters. My arrival was heralded. And once again, we are down to the wire, but we made it. See if we can convince this Ray Lucaria scholar to follow us. Apparently not. Gee, I wonder where that one ended up. Golly gee willikers. No, this randomizer run is actually part of the series where I try and beat Elden Ring with every weapon. Please. Oh, thank you. Gosh, didn't want to do that run back a third time. This is normally, I think, a slightly heftier enemy than just a skeleton. Oh, Dung Eater is actually a really solid one. He's so tanky. Maybe we can use him for the Valiant Gargoyles fight. I've never used his puppet before. I've obtained it on a previous playthrough, but that was one where I wasn't using summons all that much. But, like, he's probably in, like, the top 10 better summons in the game, you know? Anyway, here's what you're supposed to do in this Catacombs, just in case anybody hasn't seen this before. Yes, I am going to do his ending, so actually summoning Dung Eater for this would be really funny. And then you reach these doors and you're like, oh no, I didn't find a lever, and then it turns out you can just push them open. So let's see what could be behind door number 1. Also, how much FP do I need to summon Dung Eater? Okay, great. Guess we're putting points into Mind then. So this is normally Unnamed Crucible Knight and Ordovis. Let's see who's in here today. Watchdog of the Champion. And this is one of the ones with the imps in the fight as well. So, also, what is this boss music? I'm not even sure what fight this comes from. Is this one of the DLC fights? Is this like Midra or somebody? It's not Midra. It sounds like it should come from Dark Souls or something, because I don't recognize it. This is like the Iodex Gundyr fight or something. No way, dude. That Watchdog was guarding miniature Rani the whole time. Unbelievable. Oh, I love that. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, we've done Gelmir, I think, to an adequate level. We did go and see the merchant who was up here as well. Yeah, so we've done that part. I mean, aside from getting abducted to Volcano Manor, there's not a whole lot else we can do on Gelmir, but we can now do Raya Lucaria, so I think we'll go into Raya Lucaria. Won't get too many, like, runes and stuff from this, but there's potential for other stuff to pop up here. And I think, honestly, we should focus on leveling Mind so that I have enough FP to summon Dung Eater, because I think that's perfect. Like, that absolutely feels like what we should do for the ending of this. Okay, there's like 300 more runes left, so... This is the kind of stuff that I absolutely would have done some leveling between streams if I had a good way of leveling, but I don't really have a good rune farm now that the bird isn't there in Mohg Palace. And I can't get to some of the higher level areas for leveling, like the snowfield, that might have some easy enemies that still drop a ton of runes. We have half of the secret Halig Tree Medallion, but not the other half, so... Bandit Garb, Ronin's Greaves. Aww. Okay, you're all dropping stuff. It's gonna bother you, you're really good at recognizing music. Yeah, like, I genuinely don't recall what boss fight that is. It sounds so intense. I'm like, it could be one of the ones from the DLC, but like, who? Didn't have enough stamina to roll away that one. Whomst could this be? Maybe it's one of the dragons or something, you know? Maybe it's Bale. And most of the time I don't listen to the soundtrack because I'm too busy listening to Egon. I don't think it's Jory either. I feel like Jory's is more sinister. Do you want to have the Relic Sword? No. I don't think so, anyway. Plus, like, if I did have it, I would still need, I have the Golden Order Great Swords. Yeah, and I would need to have, more stats in order to use it. I think you need a higher faith. But this isn't a New Game Plus run, and it's a randomizer, so I have no, no real ideal way of obtaining the Sacred Relic. There's one of these that you jump off and there's like an entire suit of armor in front of a statue or something. Is there anything down this way? Oh yeah, there's this. Whatever this is. Now. Okay, we are just getting Dee's entire setup. These entire nuts in this stream, apparently. Also, this place, thanks for the Dragon Heart, this place could be way more dangerous to come through early, considering the amount of enemies that it can stack here because of all of the normally just like walking corpses that are down here. This enemy is fairly appropriate for Ray Lucaria. There's an orange item up there on the ledge, which I will not miss. Love the enterprising Demi-Human deciding to come in and get a poke after everyone else had had their turn. Navy Hood, very nice. Oh, okay. I also love that it's Melania's Gauntlet. There's just the one. For obvious reasons. I never bother buying, like, the boss's armor sets and stuff, so I'd never really looked into using Melania's outfit, but yeah, I can kind of see what they're going for there, huh? I think it's the left because she's right-handed, yeah? Well, maybe decide to do the randomizer run? Yeah, because Axe of Godfrey is one of the last few weapons you can feasibly get. Like, you get it from beating basically the final boss before the end of the game. Where normally you'd fight 2 more bosses directly after that, but that didn't really feel like a long enough period for me to use the weapon. So it would either have to be a New Game Plus run, or what I decided to do was attempt a randomizer so I could try and get a hold of it a little early. And fortunately enough, we found it in Earthbore Cave on the Weeping Peninsula, which was basically immediately after the beginning of the game. So that worked out pretty well for me in the end. Get back through here, right? Yeah. My alternative idea was that I could do the Axe of Godfrey run first, and then do Axe of Godfrey the second time around on a New Game Plus, but then that would have meant we were out of sequence just for like one weapon, but still. I kind of love the fact that we did a randomizer and it turned out exactly the way I wanted it to, basically. We've been using this axe from very early. I'm going to go ahead and get the Schoolhouse Classroom Grace and then head down the water wheel and get myself abducted to Volcano Manor. because that way we can actually get into the main body of Volcano Manor without needing the key. Also, I'm pretty sure if I beat this enemy, it's going to give me whatever the Onyx Lord here would have dropped, so it's probably worth doing. Arguable. Debatable. I will not debate it, at least until we get to the debate parlor. So we haven't been able to do Topes' whole quest, but not because we've not been able to get into Ray Lucaria yet. Because the Ray Lucaria key could be basically anywhere. At least the one Topes wants, which is different from the one I have. Oh, that's an orange item. That could be useful. Ha! Huh! Ancient Dragon Knight Kristoff. Another potentially handy summon. Probably needs more FP than Dung Eater, actually. Let's take a look on the way down. 108, actually less. Rebbe Knight Ogre needs 106. Wish you could do a randomizer on PS5. I don't know, maybe one day. I know that some places are obviously a lot more keen on players modding than others. Like, I'm pretty sure FromSoft doesn't like people modding. I guess because there's a multiplayer, like, PvP component to this game, but, like, Bethesda games, like the folks like Skyrim or whatever, will set up marketplaces where you can have mods and whatnot, so who knows. Maybe at some point, but... Okay, so normally when you're down here, you get kidnapped and taken to Volcano Manor by one of the Abductor Virgins. From what I understand of the mod, if you let yourself get killed by the enemy that's down here that has replaced the Abductor Virgins, then you still get taken to Volcano Manor. So once this guy is done comboing me... Bethesda did that in the hopes that modders would fix their bugs. Probably fair. Sort of the inverse Minecraft approach, where it's like, you test the bugs that we'll fix. There we go. Alright, so we're in Volcano Manor now. And... I guess we'll go down and do the... Abductor Duo fight, or whatever's in place of that. It's Rennala's staff, which is pretty funny. But then we can also get abducted back here again in order to go down into the main area of Volcano Manor and deal with whatever's spawned there. Potentially even do the Rykard boss fight. And I'm honestly trying to think of some of the major bosses that we haven't done yet that the Rykard boss fight could be, and my mind is drawing a blank, so I'm very worried. Okay, just making sure that we survive that encounter. Keep seeing the jellyfish and then going, oh, what? I wonder what the lore is for them being there, and then I remember it's random. Yeah. There is lore too many of the jellyfish, but not in this version. Somber 6. Let's go across here to whatever this item is, because it's likely to be something vaguely useful now. Thanks. I think that thing is taking lava damage. What have you got? Oh, Moon of Noxstella. I actually got a surprising amount of memory stones on this rando run, so given that I'm not casting basically at all, Moon of Noxstella is not that useful to me, but still a pretty fun piece of equipment to have. And all we got to do is run on in here, and oh my goodness, the Crucible Knights are at it again. Nothing down there flower-wise that we need, so let's find out what's in this boss arena, shall we? Oh, hello you. Abductor Apostle. Well, this could be one of two apostles. Or it could be something a little bit more serious. Because sometimes it replaces the duo fights with the other duo fights. Yep, thought so. This is the snail. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, I forgot about the timing on that one. Let me heal, let me heal. One more time. Roll and poke. Alright, where are you? Where are you? There it is. Okay, good. Incredible. Good work. Oh, we got a scroll from that. Nice. We fight any major bosses today already? We've done a couple of these little boss fights. But, yeah, mostly side catacombs and stuff like that, because the idea here is that we are trying to find any other advantages we can possibly muster before going into the final boss fight, which is against Malekith of the Golden Order and Elden Valiant Gargoyles. So having defeated that snail, which is honestly a much more difficult fight when you find it before, because I think the Godskins have a lot more health than they do in this area. With that taken care of, we can warp back into Volcano Manor via Ray Lucaria and do the skip where you end up in the actual body of Volcano Manor. Although, I might continue through Ray Lucaria first, because I've got a decent amount of runes on me now. I don't really want to divest myself of those just yet. I abandon here my runes. And, okay, great, thanks. Yeah, then we'll, We'll level up and use those runes before we go anywhere else and have to lose them voluntarily to get to Volcano Manor. Okay, before you absolutely shred me, let me get my heals on real quick. That at least takes care of the Vulgar Militia. Time to see the Turtle Pope. Yeah, potentially. Like, if one of those, scrolls or whatever gets us a really useful summon like the Mimic Tear, then that could potentially save us a little bit of a struggle here. Or maybe it gets us the Sacred Relic Sword and we can use that to farm runes. I don't know what's going to be behind that door because Red Wolf of Radagon was one of the bosses that we had to fight more recently. Ladder over here. Just going to put the light on so people can see on the stream. Oh god. Fortunately, the pots in here don't do a whole lot until you start attacking them, so we can kind of get around that. Oh, and some death root for Garank as well. It's okay. Who's gonna be behind the fog wall? Hey, be careful, come in. Oh, it's the other one. Ancestor Spirit of Radagon. Was this really his granddad? Oh. Alright, fine. I didn't realize that Ancestor Spirit actually generated these extra creatures. Because I know it heals from them, but guess we don't have to worry about that now, huh? Sadness ahead. Oh, we have another flask. Yes. Okay, cool. So with 10 flasks, I might actually go 9 and 1 just so we have a refill for the blue. So I can put that back on the carousel now. Yeah, and we need close to 80k to level, so yeah, now we're in the case of needing like 4 or 5 golden seeds to get flasks. So it's going to be a little difficult. Unless there's a boss that drops like 5. There's one item over here. Doesn't look that important. Good place for it to be, though. I love when the randomizer links things up thematically. Gives us that astrologer robe. We got the Radagon icon recently, so this is going to be something else. And it's the Briar Greaves. Love that. Oh my god. There's a fire monk here. And a Nox Priest and various other things that won't let me heal. Thanks for the butterfly, though, I guess. Oh, an actual Lucaria sorcerer. I think that was a hawk from Mountaintops. Snowhawk. A couple of things we need to do here. One of which is see what replaced the Abductor Virgin over here, and it's one of those guys. The crab around the corner here has a guaranteed drop, which is normally one of the glintstone crowns. But instead of a crab, we have a wolf. Or a sheep, or something. Oh, nice. Crucible incantations. There's also the seed over here from the golden tree, which is not going to be anything from the looks of things. Don't yell at me, sir. Sun Realm Shield, interesting. And then there's this, which normally has a crab, this time it's rats. And yet another larval tier, so if we want to respec, then we can. I don't think I've really put any points into anything that I wouldn't want to spend again, but... worth. Oh, I always forget that there's normally a stone sword key on this guy as well. I think it's a stone sword key. But today it is... Rapture of the Mists. The lengths I go to just to kill dragonflies in this game. I think whatever's down there, we can leave it. Whatever's here, though... I tried my best. Oh, that's a little premature, but I'll take it. Recusant Henricus? What are you doing in Raya Lucaria? Or is this just Moongrum's first name? We got his flesh. That was weird. I would open up the shortcut here, but to be quite honest, it never feels like much of a shortcut to me, because it feels like there's more stuff in the way, not less. You just have to not get hit by the ball. Sir, are you lost? Moongrum forgets to wear his cape to work. Yeah, he shows up wearing a different outfit. It's definitely an unusual one. Okay, well, we don't have too many flasks here, but we're about to see what Rennala isn't. Slightly terrified of this one. We know the cutscene well. Huh. Okay. Well, this should be an easy fight. It is the full Fia's champs then, so this is Roger. And then the three of them spawn in the same place. So let's charge a heavy now. Two-phase Placidusax. Oh gosh, I should have figured at some stage we'll go back and fight Placidusax. How are all of these people Queen of the Full Moon? That's what I want to know. Alright, who's next? Phase 2. Phase 2, let's go. What she got for us? Roger, Queen of the Full Moon, I know. Oh, so good. No! Who called it? Who called it in chat? Chat, you've done it again. You absolute mad lads. Great arena for Placidusax, though, I must say. It was about time, yeah, right? Alright, come here, you. I got some charged heavies with your name on them. Oh, jogged me out of it, you swine. Oh, come on. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, God. I've got one more hit left. Let's not waste it. There we go. Oh, okay.
My dear daughter.
Rani, you got something you want to tell us?
Thy night.
Worth 2 golden seeds. That's like 2 towards our next upgrade.
Where did ye flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty, dither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones? Ah, is it to become? Be not I would burn.
Okay, cool. Ronnie's got more dragons than we thought. Apparently so, yes. Well, that's another one into mind for me. One step closer to spawning Dung Eater. Also, if I go back to Roundtable Hold, we can check in on how many
I see.
thingies we need. Oh, we definitely need a lot more runes. By the way, we've had so few remembrances this entire time. I am slightly worried that they're all just in
I see.
absolutely awful places. So we have +5. We managed to get the full collection of puppets despite having done absolutely nothing for the sake of Celavis.
I see.
Yeah, so we have the Glovewort we need, I'm pretty sure. Just need to farm some runes. Yeah, let me think. So with Ray Lucaria done, we can do a bunch in Volcano Manor if we get warped there. We haven't been to Albanoric Village yet. I might quickly go and do that. Whatever fight is there in place of Omenkiller, we can do. Also, just in case the other half of the Erdtree Medallion is, like, somewhere close by just by sheer coincidence. Because sometimes the randomizer doesn't put stuff too far away from its point of origin. But yeah, I think at this point the goal is just acquire enough mana to summon Dung Eater. And see how well we fare with him in the Valiant Gargoyles boss fight. What about Lieutenant Cave? We haven't done Lieutenant Cave yet either. We obviously can't really do the Snowfield until we get the Erdtree Medallion figured out. Okay, so that means Nefeli is no longer with us. Ghost Glove Ward 2. Zloy, the funniest thing is early on in, I think, the Poison Cave on Weeping Peninsula, we got Dung Eater's Mending Rune, which means we're getting Dung Eater's Ending. So the fact that we're able to use the Dung Eater puppet for that is frankly incredible.
Please, no. Dear me. I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait. Well. Oh, we're finished. The curse, I beg you. You must keep it. And if
okay.
you should, then please
yep.
give it.
Well, we might actually have to go and do the locations of some of the paintings to get absolutely everything. Like, you basically have to think about randomizers as getting 100% run. But in answer to that question in chat, I am actually fairly certain that the game, like, the randomizer is set up so you can't soft lock unless you really screw things up. Like, I basically have it on the default settings. And I would have had to really, like, screw with the settings to make it so that we had something on Moonlight Altar that we needed to get to Moonlight Altar, for example. So I don't think the randomizer can be that balked. Okay, nice. I'll take another one. Normally there's a rune arc down here as well. Looks like there's a different item. Less valuable one. Oh, okay. So they left the sword there and then replaced him with an Erdtree Avatar. Just have to hope anything important wasn't in Lanedale. Yeah, I did breeze through Lanedale. There's still, like, the sewers and stuff you still have access to, though, so... Oh, the Shamshir is still here. Oh, wait, no, that's in a different place. It's the, I don't know, there's a weapon like that that's around here. I'm pretty sure the Shamshir is from the Golem Catacombs, or the, not Catacombs, but High Road Cave. I really hope there isn't anything super important in the Erudition Towers, because I'm pretty sure I have the crowns, but I have no idea where I would get the gesture from. We could do Divine Tower and Caelid as well. We haven't done War Dead Catacombs yet. We could go and do that. That's likely to be a bit of a hectic one. Oh, we also haven't done Leonia Divine Tower, so we haven't done the Umbrella Building, as I like to think of it. Haven't done Dominilla either. There's potentially stuff going on there. I have not been to Church of the Plague at all. Despite, I think, actually having Millicent's whole deal now. Well, these guys are still spectral. Oh no, and there's a lightning ball here. Is it weird that I'm more scared of that than the Abductor Virgins these days? You alright there, Gary?
Oh, a pleasure to see you. A pleasure.
Can
indeed.
you see me?
I am Gary. I'd hoped to ask a favor. Don't fresh. Should you accept? I will teach. I need your name resting. Oh, as promised. Go on. Now let me. Well, the work of a. Can you give me as well, mate?
Okay, well, while I give him time with the needle, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure I already have the other needle, he's going to give me something else. The secret of Celia, right here. We grow arteria leaf in all of the basements. I think we're going to go over here and do whatever's in place of the Commander O'Neill fight. And then we'll rest at the Grace, and when we come back, Gary's going to give us something else. Oh, sure. We hadn't seen one of these yet. Commander Tree Sentinel, sir! Never mind, eh? The amount of stuff that gives you smithing stone wands, it's such a slap in the face every time, but I kind of like that. It's kind of silly. Yeah, he does look quite fitting for the occasion, that is true. they took his pants, just like Commander Gaius. Which way am I facing? I am headed towards Celia, right? I can't really tell from here. The fog in Caelid is a lot sometimes. Yeah, we've already been invaded by Preceptor Miriam twice, so the NPCs in Liurnia Divine Tower are going to be very different.
I have of the needle. Will you give it? I will reward. Millicent Red.
Actually, kind of appropriate, the Sacramental Buds, yeah.
That I would show. Well, I'm the one, a mere babe. She is, but the rotting sickness. I doubt that she. Oh, I'm. Now she's come to do so.
Okay, let's go through Celia just to get all of the lamps here lit, and of course there's going to be a secret boss fight situation back there too. So I do like the fact that the enemies here can't be made invisible though. So at least we know where they are. Unfortunately, they seem to know where I am too. Of course, the next prerequisite is that I know where I am, which is more difficult. Seedbed curse? Okay, thanks. Mostly trying to deal with these guys now so I don't get messed up by them while I'm trying to parkour my way around Celia. We have this. Somber 2. Yes, there's a bear. On Halloween night, we light the black flame candle. Oh yeah, and there's normally a golden seed up here as well, so this will have... Hey, Patches! Hey Patches, what's your crush been doing in Celia? Sneaking off to see Sage Gowry, perhaps? I hate it. I hate it. Whatever's in the chest over there, I'm sure we don't need it. Okay. One of those times when an Erdtree Avatar is just a casual enemy and not a named boss fight. We haven't seen Gideon yet, have we? I mean, we've seen him in the round table hold, but not like as a boss fight. Can we not be in this thing's junk, please? I hate it here. At least we've opened all of the different things now, so... Yeah, the Mad Taint. We are in the Mad Taint a little bit. Just a little bit. Now then, there's one over here. There's one where that dragon is. Ritual pot, okay. There's an Omenkiller following me right now, I think. Yeah, there's one here. Perfumer's Cookbook, okay. Yep, there's the Omenkiller. Oh god. That looks heinous. Elden Stars, okay, well... We've gotten that now, wasn't that worth it? Grave, Glovewort, and... whatever this boss fight is. Aha! Good fight. Feels appropriate, actually, yeah. Okay. Completely wrecked. I mean, normally that fight isn't all that difficult, and those enemies are not that difficult either, so... I do love the fact that the Ash of War on this thing knocks a lot of standard enemies into the air, because you can stun lock stuff pretty well. This Mimic tier is trying to roll down the cliffside like an orb. Oh no, it still spawns them, never mind. I thought it was going to be the change up. It was going to pitch us a change up, but it didn't. Oh, the duelists are here too, fun. Hey, I've got a big axe too. How about that? Let us dance, you and I. A pleasure, as always. Oh. Now then. Another mending rune. We can do Gold Mask's ending if we want to. We could have found that one so early if I'd come down to Church of the Plague from Grail's Plateau.
Well, my flesh, it is a curse. You ask that I stab.
Honestly, this is a
myself
pretty
with
good
the
outfit
needle
for Millicent.
to
She's got, like,
but
shackles on and stuff.
Never mind. I would rather than. Would you mind?
We didn't fight whatever's in Mohg's arena. That's the other thing we can do. We can go to Mohgwyn Palace.
Well.
Yeah, honestly, Millicent, this outfit kind of works for you.
My apologies. Everything is even the nightmare. Not that I could.
Millicent, why? Like, I get it, but why?
I'm considered the needle. My destiny. It's all thanks to. My name is Millicent.
Millie. She's like, hey, you seem like a glutton for punishment. Here's an item that makes it harder for you for absolutely no reason. And I'm like, I get what you're going for. We all know what game they're playing here, but, like, consider maybe. Another larval tier, oh my god. She does have 2 arms. Hey, Evil Shadow, I'm doing well, doing well. I don't know if I want to do this cave. There's not really much point in doing this cave when we don't have the seal breaker, so let's not worry about that presently. Let's go and... oh, God. What's found me? Let's not worry about that. Let's go and see what's in Mohg's arena. In before it's Melania, because we haven't encountered Melania yet, and this is also a major boss arena, so I get the sense that major bosses are occasionally substituted for each other. It is nice coming through here with a bunch of very passive enemies that don't try and run at you and explode into blood. And will presumably drop a decent amount of runes. Provided that I can keep my runes. Don't worry about it presently, we'll get to it futurely. Yes. That is how that works. Yeah, there being a Crystallian just walking around there that I can ignore is very fun. Yeah, this is a active nightmare, actually. Well, that's probably not too bad of a rune farm if it wasn't for the rune bear. Only problem is getting there quickly from a grace is also one of the prerequisites of a rune farm, so... Anything else that we can get from around here? There's one item over there, next to this bear. I think, honestly, I'll just try and, like, use that as much as possible to get a few extra runes on the way up here. Alright. Good. Cool and good. Stop it, you. This is not Tomb of the Giants anymore. I'm done with that. Those days are over. This looks like a bunch of fairly susceptible enemies. And I don't have enough FP to do the Ash. Reasonable, I'd say. The bear, maybe not so much, but it's not a bad bear. Yeah, see, we came away from that with 100,000 runes. I think that's not terrible. Yeah, why so many bears? Who knows, man? Who knows? There's also all of those Albinorics that are normally over at the area where the chest is. And so I'm wondering if there's going to be a bunch of stuff there we can kill for easy runes. What have you got? Ruler's Mask, Smithing Stones, more Stone Sword Keys. I think I'll take the Rune Arcs, expensive though they are. I'll take your Bell Bearing as well. No worries. Alright, then mosey on through here. That's normally like a rune that gives you 50k or something, and then it's like, oh yes, you wanted a sliver of meat? I didn't, but... In case anybody missed it last time, the whole reason we're even able to come to Mohg Palace is not because we did Vare's quest, but because Tanith from Volcano Manor gave us the Pureblood Knight's Medal. So we're actually here because of Volcano Manor, not because of Vare, which is incredible. I think it's incredibly funny that the other faction that wants you to invade people gave us the key to Mohg Palace. Oh, these don't really look like they'd be worth all that much. We'll try it anyway. Yeah, that's like barely 3,000. It's not much. I think it depends heavily, like they scale the runes, but it depends heavily on the type of enemy as well. Like the enemies that are bigger and tankier to deal with are the ones who are going to get a few more runes in the drop pool. Tanith doing some side business? Yeah, apparently. Well, is it going to show us who's in this arena before we walk in? Doesn't look like it. Time to find out, I guess. I thought so. I thought so. She was going to be here eventually, right? And this means she probably has a ton of health because she's in Mohg's arena. Fortunately, fairly interruptible. Still heals, and still does a truckload of damage because Mohg does as well. So this might be a skippable one, unfortunately. Because I have very little faith about my ability to do this. Even with a weapon that will deal pretty decent poise damage to Malenia, I don't know how we're going to handle her phase 2. And I can't dodge waterfowl, so...
Is mine and mine alone.
Yeah, I mean, she found her brother. That's... Mikula is mine and mine alone is definitely what you would expect Malenia to say, so sure, why not? Melania lost her voice a little bit there. Yeah. So yeah, now we've done that because I'm not going in there for my 9,000 runes. We do still have a little bit of the swamp area we can explore. I think we get invaded a couple of times there, but there's a couple of other items down there that might be worth getting. I assume that this bat down here is not exactly going to give us a ton of stuff. But is it going to be able to... Is it going to be something we can lure off the cliff? No. Okay, fair. Rainbow stone arrows are fun, though. So this is the only other, like, potentially rune farmable area we can do. So I have the AoE on this, and then the Leonine Misbegotten can potentially drop us a decent amount of runes. As long as I keep up the pressure and kill it. We don't have a whole lot of items to improve the amount of runes I get from this. Like, I think maybe we have a, you know, gold pickled Foulfoot here and there. We don't have the gold scarab talisman. And there's a couple of flying enemies here which can't be damaged by the AoE. So, not my favorite environment for rune farming. There's at least one legendary item in the swamp here that we missed last time. Yeah, I know I kind of ran relatively quickly past something over here that I wanted to get. There's this, which is a Newman's rune. And there was something else over here somewhere, I think. Yeah, there's this, which is another ancient dragon smithing stone. So if we go through here, this is where we typically get invaded, yeah? Full Goat's Gauntlets. Yeah, we're getting invaded by the shaded castle guy. Wherever they ended up. Oh! Getting caught in the blood fountains. Dressed as Yura. Good fight. I think that's how you get the white mask. And a decent amount of runes, actually. You get invaded twice here, and then the second one drops the white mask. It's all the ancient dragon smithing stones are just in Mohg Palace. Seems to be what the setup is. Oh, and finally Inquisitor Giza shows up. Wherever he is. Yeah, you want something? Didn't think so. Oh, there he is. Hello. Oh god, you actually do decent damage in this area. Now I can't roll. Okay, cool. So now we find out what we get from that. Apparently nothing. I think it's 3 invasions? Oh, you're right. Evidently you're right. Magnus the Beastclaw. Oh, hello. He's right there, and has, like, half health. Oh, God. Oh, that left me with, like, 2 HP and a drain. Fortunately, the tree guarded me from that one. Oh, we love to see it. So, yeah, that's that, I guess. I don't see much else around in the swamp here. There's probably a couple of items just down, like, little gullies and whatnot that I haven't seen yet. Because there's a lot of places around here that stuff just gets secreted away. Down here, for example, there's a scarab and an item. But I don't think the item is anything special, judging by the tint. And the scarab just gave me 2 stone sword keys, so... That's nothing down there. There's 1 item over here still. And I think we got everything in the gardens over here, the palace grounds. But I'll just do a quick double check in case. Oh, there's something here. Oh, the drip is here, I see. Yeah, have fun guarding that spot, bud. There's a wolf doing handstand. That's very good. The wolf gymnastics program at Mohg Palace is coming on in leaps and bounds, which is always how a gymnastics program should come along. Oh yeah, the map is here too. I'd never got the map the first time around. Are we doing legendary spells achievement today? Possibly. That's Mohg. Where else shall we go, friends? We've done Castle Sol. I haven't done a huge amount of the other scrounging we can do around mountaintops. Only reason I'm drawn to mountaintops is it's a relatively late game area and we probably farm decent runes from here. So I'm thinking maybe we go a little further down this way. Usually a bunch of enemies down here on the left. Plus also couple of items at Shack of the Lofty. Oh god, the lobsters. A bunch of enemies over here that just instantly die. Always on the lookout for some of those that could lead to potentially really good rune farms where we just stand up and sit down again over and over. That's just beast bloods. There's one item here. Ooh, holy grease and golden parry. That's a fun combo. Plus more golden runes, and one of you, who I will definitely avoid. Yeah, Ray Lucaria rooftops is something we have not done yet, that's true. It's a good handful of items up there and not too many awful enemies. We do have the jellyfish summoned, so we can get whatever's in the basement at Stargazer Ruins. Juggled that guy.
Where did you go? You promised me. Dear sister,
Haven't done this on stream yet.
you're finally here. No time to waste. Let's see the stars.
Patches crouch. Ridiculous. And this is... ah, the hidden treasure of a rock and a liver. I guess the rock was keeping the liver vaguely sanitary, so... the rock is made of ice, perhaps. Now, if we cross the bridge up here, there's normally an Erdtree Avatar boss fight by this tree. So there's going to be something different there. Stone Sword keys I will take, because we can always use those to unlock some odd little areas. Have I done Astel yet? I don't have the means to complete Rani's quest, because I don't have the Finger Slayer blade, and I can't get to... oh, it's a Dragonkin soldier. Nice. I can't get to Consecrated Snowfield to do the other Astel, so... my Astel opportunities are limited. Yep, thought so. Never quite time the second swing right. But that's fine. We did okay with this one. More Somber 8s. Okay, good, good. It's not Otter, thank you for the 41 months. I am doing well, thanks for asking. Doing a little cheeky bonus Friday stream today for the purpose of hopefully completing this Elden Ring randomizer. Yeah, the Astel Arena has not been done, but I did both of the Astel boss fights in separate places. Okay, we need 1,300, or 13,000 rather. So that should hopefully be enough. Plenty. 95 so far, almost there. So the goal now is just to be able to summon Dung Eater. Unless we find Mimic Tier, at which point Mimic Tier might be a good backup. But I would really like to be able to summon Dung Eater without changing up my current set of talismans. Oh, this is where Inaba is. I always forgot about this part, because I never come here. Ow. It's not odd to thank you for the 200 bits as well, appreciate it. Got a different outfit on. I like the helm with the tree. Bonsai, not typically an adornment for helmets, historically speaking, but who said anything about history in this game? We both did incredibly dramatic things, and then the bird fell on me. Oh god. Ah! Why is Eleonora also here? I feel incredibly ganged up on right now. They brought a dog, a bird, and 2 NPCs to this fight, and that feels bad to me. Oh god, and the Grail's roar really hits. I'm the roaring one. I do the roaring here. Ah. Will you stop this? No, no, I was worried about leaving myself with no stamina. Oh god, she healed. Nope. 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 Okay. Oh. Well, you ran that gauntlet. And got virtually nothing for it, as far as I can tell. Like, everyone is dead. That's fine. Rainbow Stone, Golden Rune. I forget how I get up here. Is there a ladder somewhere? This looks like a spot where a ladder would be. I've literally not been in this building since my first playthrough, because I don't think there's ever anything significant here for most of the playthroughs. Probably going to respawn too if I die. Yeah. So let's aim to not do that. Why are all the NPCs in this castle for some reason? No. Honestly, like, if I die, it's probably not worth coming back in here for my runes, so I'm just going to let it go. I don't think there's anything else really in here. There's one item over there that I don't think is going to be significant to me at all. So let's not worry about it. They're all blood-loss NPCs, I know. I came in here with 9 flasks, I left with nothing. So, Guardian's Garrison is a wash. Let's not worry about that. We can't get to Consecrated Snowfields. We could do a bit more searching in Farum Azula. We could go back to Ray Lucaria rooftops, but really at this point I'm more in the mood to farm runes and gather some stuff around here. Like, I'm searching for a decent group of enemies that I can kill easily. That's the main thing. Let's go in the direction of where the fight with Alexander would be. I don't know if it will be there because I met him at Mountaintops after I'd done the Fire Giant fight, so I'm not sure if he changes his position. But a lot of the enemies here, because they are heftier, are going to scale up the amount of runes they give me, so it's probably worth getting a couple of bits from here. Mikkela's lilies. I think I looked around here before and this item didn't look worth it. Let's go and get it anyway. Now I know. But there's usually a bunch of enemies in that courtyard that you can get to by going this way. There's a crab over there. Crab and Missoula. Oh, hello. Terra Magica. Not that I'm an intelligence build in any way. This is the parkour civilization I've heard so much about. Yep. Alright. Let's see what we got up here. Oh no, immediately hate. I hadn't thought about where the malformed stars were whenever I've been to a place that didn't have them. Hanging in the sky above Farah Missoula was not necessarily going to be my first guess. Oh, the black bow. A lot of people's favorite bow. Sleepy crab. Oh, flame! Oh, and the one-eyed shield. Oh no. Thanks for the free runes. The question is Alexander going to be here? Oh, he is. I didn't realize you could actually get this fight done after you've cleared Fire Giant and everything. Nice.
City, that aside, I doubt there's, of course. Which means, would you kindly come and tell me where I've been longing to fight a...
Well, we're gonna do this anyway because he might give us something interesting.
I am the great Jar Warrior, Iron Fist.
As I suspect. My thanks. I knew you were the stuff of champions. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you, take what I bequeath from inside me. All vessels are destined to one day break. But the great Alexander lived as a warrior to his last.
Well, it's basically like we did an invasion. So I guess I'm okay with that. Dragon Temple doesn't really get us a whole lot. Let's go see Turtle Pope. Look for absolution for what we just did. And see what the scrolls will get us, because evidently we have a lot of scrolls and books of sorcery and books of incantation.
Greeting.
Give a scroll.
Oh, very well. Heresy. All thing. 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 Oh, very well. Heresy. All thing.
Like clockwork, this man. Erdtree Great Shield. There's a rune arc there, which we might as well get. Incantation-wise, Moonveil is here. We already bought the Death Root off of him. The rest is not very much.
To absolution.
Okay, we've got the absolution stuff talked about. Good, good, good. Let's go back to Round Table Hold, level up the Dung Eater puppets some more. And I can try on the other talismans to see if I end up with enough FP. Okay, we need slightly more runes, but I'm pretty sure we can level them up all the way. Oh yeah, the invasion for Banal is another thing. I haven't exactly memorized how I get to that part. I think I know. Okay, we're close to getting plus 10. So I just need another, like, 7k runes. We haven't done the Placidusax fight either, and now we know that that's not Malenia. I'm kind of curious to go here and see if it's like... It's probably like Margit or someone. When you fight Malenia, she was in Mohg's arena, and I didn't beat her. So, yeah, I didn't think it was worth grinding out that fight when I'm not really set up well for it. And if she was in an earlier part of the game or a different arena, then I might have an easier time, because if it was arena, I could use Torrent, or if she's in an earlier part of the game, she would have less health. Yeah, if she's in Mohg's arena, then she hits like a truck because Mohg does. She has a lot of HP because Mohg does. I'm not even at a level where I'd typically end up fighting Mohg. On like a normal playthrough, at least. So yes, no, the randomizer did pick a very good spot for Malenia to be, considering that Mikula is there. But we are going to see what lies in the storm beyond time today. And I'm going to assume it's either Morgoth or Margit. Because we haven't met either of them. Is that Godskin Noble? Could it be Duo? It might be Duo. Dragonlord Noble. And the Ancestor Spirit theme begins. Okay, yeah, no, he hits pretty hard. Big arena for him to roll around in, too, I guess. Here's a question. Do I have a sleep pot recipe? Nice. Okay, this is going to kill me for sure if I don't heal. Gotta concentrate on this one just for a second, because I haven't practiced this fight much with just him, so I can never quite remember all of his attacks. And this weapon swings pretty slow, so I can't really do chip damage if I don't commit. No. Oh, damn. I was so sure that I'd healed enough for that, but... No, that's fine. That's fine. We can take him. Not the most crucial fight to do, but since we're here, we might as well. And he's probably going to drop a load of runes because he's in place of Placidusax, so... Yeah, now while I'm looking, do I have uplifting aromatics? No, I don't have the... I have sleep arrows. So in theory, that could work. I also have soporific grease, but I don't think I can use that on this weapon. Do we want to briefly... We have Centrina's arrows as well. Do we want to try and put him to sleep that way? Not like we're using those arrows for anything else. True. Although the sleep effect kind of wears off easy if you then just melee them. It's more useful for just temporarily stunning them, and in the case of Godskin Duo, it's useful for getting one out of the way while you deal with the other. At least we know that this isn't Spirit Caller Snail, because we've already done that one. Although, I don't think this is... Ancestor Spirit, is it? I think this is Astel in terms of the boss fight theme. Ouch. Yep. Only reason I'd prefer to avoid dying to this one too many times is that the run back is always really annoying. Oh, Rennala OST. Yeah. Something space related. Godskin-oriented PlayStation, apparently. Wrong way. I've already done that one. How many runes do we think we're getting from a Godskin Noble fight in Placidusax's arena? When am I finished? I don't know. I want to do a couple more decent boss fights so that we can get to enough FP that we can summon Dung Eater for the final boss fight, and then hopefully the final boss fight will go a little easier for me, but whether that's accurate or not remains to be seen. Yeah, Placidusax was actually in Rennala's arena. He was phase 2 of her boss fight. The first phase was Fia's champions, so that one went a little easier. I think we're just going to focus on the Roland R1 strat for this guy. Fun though it is to get staggers and charge heavies, I think we're just going to roll and poke. Maybe we'll get one. He stopped running. He knew what I was doing. He stopped running. Okay, phase 2. Roll and poke is his strat, so why shouldn't it also be mine? Forgot about that. Really hoping for a stagger there. Hey, what's up, Carrots? It's going well. Just doing a cheeky Friday stream to try and finish off this Elden Ring Randomizer run and get back on the usual strats with this game instead of this scattershot shotgun approach that we've been taking on right now. But then Minecraft streams will be back on Tuesday, and we'll start, you know, the usual routine of things in November. Still want to have extra health for this. Current objective accomplished, Dung. Yeah, something like that. Really, dude? Oh no, the jelly's mad at me. I'm sorry, jelly. Let's find the area that we jump off, just so I don't end up getting fireballed by Stormveil guards. I still only have +8 flasks as well, so if this fight gives me a sacred tier, I will actually be happy with that. I think we also now have 1 golden seed away from gaining another flask, which is not terrible. Considering the summoning of Dung Eater is going to take every bit of FP that I have. Let's maybe see if we can actually do that for this fight. It's another thought, because we can summon here. And I need to have this and that equipped, but we can do it. In fact, we might be able to do it without this one. Oh wait, no. 121. I was looking at the wrong stat. 121 is still good though, right? So that's theoretically only 1 switch that we have to make. Here he is. Let's go, bud. So I can't Regal Roar anymore, but that's fine. I don't need to. Good lob. Here he comes. He's on his way. Oh, the blood loss, though. Oh, that is a problem for Valiant Gargoyles not really being that vulnerable to blood loss. But then again, other bosses are. Oh, and he's got wraiths that he can use as well. That's pretty good. Safe to say we're doing relatively well for this attempt. Although Noble doesn't seem too happy about that, but... Have you met my friend Dung? Radahn Soldier Ashes. Well, I'll take the 280k. I think I'll take the 280k. So that puts us up to 110. Meaning that total with this, 137. Total with this, 119. Which is just enough, and we don't get the additional damage problem. Yeah, we have enough FP to summon him. And then drink. So, let's see how we do. Let's go back to the Erdtree. I don't know, like, I'm going to summon him for the Malekith fight and hope that he can tank his way through to the Valiant Gargoyles phase. Otherwise, we maybe just summon him for Valiant Gargoyles. I'm going to take this off because we don't need that. The bell bearings, I think, are just upgrades. Like, they seem to sell the stuff that they would normally sell. Oh yeah, he is going to hit me with these first attacks, right? Get him, Dung Eater. Oh, he can't charge heavies against Malekith. He's too maneuverable. I need to remember this. And it looks like we probably shouldn't summon Dung Eater against him either, just because he's got a lot of damage he can do. Also forgot about that attack. Keep Dung alive! He just died. Dung Eater versus damage over time, not great, I guess. So, next attempt, we save Dung Eater for later in the fight. We try Malekith ourselves, because having a distraction here also kind of throws me off my rhythm. Yeah, Malekith, then Valiant Gargoyles with the health and damage of Elden Beast is what we're dealing with here. Which is why I wanted another summon. Like, ideally I would want Mimic Tier, because obviously having a duplicate of yourself is a great way of ending this, but we just found the Dung Eater puppet on this stream. We have Dung Eater's Mending Rune, which means we can get his ending. And, he seems fairly tanky, so I think he might do okay against gargoyles, but Radagon was in the Ainsel River boss fight where Dragonkin Soldier of Noxstella usually is. So this we kind of have a script for already. Especially if we can get the stagger, because then we can clock him here, get another jump heavy, and then just react to whatever he does. Okay, that one hit me, so... Not my favorite, but we're doing okay. I forgot about. Yeah. I can get through this in a few decisive attacks, but there's a couple of patterns here that I'm still in need of like a little bit of practice for. Yeah, Elden Beast was at the Ancestor Spirit site in Worshipper's Woods. So in Shifra River. Not Ainsel River. Yeah, the Nokron ancestor. I have a feeling, because we haven't encountered Soldier of Godric yet, I have a feeling the game has put Soldier of Godric in, like, Melania's arena. Dang it. Absolutely in the dead center of that one. No, I'm dead. Damage over time gets me. Rick, God of Rot? Yeah. That's what I'm expecting. I honestly, like, I have no way of knowing, because I can't get to the Halig tree without the medallion. Let's go in and do a couple of rounds without Rune Arc. Just to, save them and get a little bit of practice here. I also haven't used my flask at this point, so this one's definitely a practice round. I still do a decent amount of damage, but... So which of those can you parry? I know there's something about when his sword glows yellow, but like... I feel like it's glowing yellow all the time because of the particles coming off of it, so I can never quite see which of those attacks you're supposed to be able to parry. Where was Garank, though? Garank was in the Fears Champions arena, right before Godwyn. And then when we went into Fia's dream, it was somebody else. I forget who. He pulled the same move twice in a row. Foul play, say I. Foul play. Free hits if we get behind him, which is good. Oh yeah, Phase 1 Rennala with all of the juvenile soldiers, or scholars rather. Doing pretty well timing-wise on this one. Didn't get behind him. Oh. I really wish there was a way of getting close to a hitbox in that attack, but that's game. Okay, hopefully Dung Eater summoned. He did. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, these things hit like a truck. And the poison is not going to do well for Dung Eater, I feel like, but he can tank a little bit, just not much. See if we can get a stagger. Nope. Nowhere near. Dung Eater's almost dead, but so is one of the gargoyles. Oh god, now they're flooding the arena with poison, because that's what Valiant Gargoyles do. Oh god, my frames. Get away from that. I really need to get one of them dead. Need to get the other one in attack pattern. Okay, good. We're away. Unfortunately, Twin Blade is the one that I have the hardest time dodging the attacks. The sword one is way easier to dodge. Oh, the poison just does so much damage. Like, it ticks way faster. So I basically need to be nowhere near them whenever the poison happens. But that's the furthest we've gotten. Like, we did actually manage to get one of them killed that time, so... As long as I can execute Malekith that well, we're probably okay. I might bust a Rune Arc this time. And now, naturally, my hubris is going to mean I get killed by Malekith really easily, but we'll do what we did then. We'll save Dung Eater for Phase 2 for the Gargoyles fight. And maybe summon him once Gargoyle 1 is distracted, but I don't know how easy that's going to be. So this part is scripted, pretty much. He sometimes varies one of the attacks, but... Oh. It's so rough. Oh, right as I healed, too. No way, dude. Like I said, using a Rune Arc means that I instantly mess up the Malekith fight. So let's go again. First Gargoyle doesn't kill him before the second actually arrives. Yeah, but then there's always going to be one of them trying to do the Poison Breath attack during the second phase. Like, when the second Gargoyle arrives, one of them is always in the background trying to use that Poison Breath. So I think it's honestly better to have Dung Eater out sooner than that, because I know, like, the first Gargoyle did a lot of damage to him the first time around, but it's an aggro thing. Didn't use a Rune Arc that time, so it's not too bad, but one of those moves always gets me, like, right on the edge of the slashing zone. That kind of, like, cloud attack he does. Him and Melania have that in common, right? Let's see. Got a cheeky bonus hit in there. And then absolutely whiffed. Backflip. Okay, missed that as well. I never know which one he's doing of those. I feel like I always react to the one where he does 3 aerial slashes and then a spin attack to land. and then he does it more frequently. He does 2 aerial slashes and then stabs the ground with the sword, and that's the one I need to be prepared for, not the other way around. Because it changes how I would roll in response to it. And, like, the timing is changed up. There's probably a difference in, like, how he does the stuff in the air. I just can't track that yet. Like, I don't have enough experience with it. Nice. That time he gave me enough attacks that I could respond to. Get a jumping heavy in for free. I thought I was going to be able to escape that one, but for whatever reason he was just like too far around on the other side. Okay, cool. See, that's how I respond to that one. This is it. He has, like, a nut hair of health left, dude. The hair on a coconut, this man. Right. Okay, yep, forgot about that one. Okay, how did none of those attacks land? I swear, dude. Dung Eater is landing more attacks than I am right now. But to be fair to me, he has incantations. Gargoyle 2 has landed. And the good thing about having another target on the field is that Gargoyle 2 is less likely to do the poison breath. Ow. Okay, Gargoyle 1 should be down with this crit. Dung Eater is doing his job. Okay, this time, as long as I don't goof stuff like that too much, we might be okay. Okay, need to stay away from the poison. Can't be tempted to go and get like an easy jumping heavy or something when the poison is still out. Yes! Okay, this might be it. Gonna heal up after this. Get him, Dung Eater. The Twin Blade is out. This is for Dung Eater! Yes! And his spirit lives on through our deeds today, friends. We've completed our first Elden Ring randomizer. I can't believe Valiant Gargoyles of all bosses was there right at the end. No runes from this, obviously, but let's throw a few into this character right here. Oh, unbelievable. I really should have been leveling Dex, because you can get a fair amount of points into this weapon by leveling Dex. Like 773, 774, yeah, like it could have come through a little bit more. But we stuck with all of our starter gear except for the Axe of Godfrey, obviously, but like this is the exact loadout I had at the beginning, I think, unless I changed the trousers up at some point, but that worked out. That worked out in the end. I'm really happy with the work we put into it today. And of course, the Mending Rune of the Fell Curse. This will be our ending for this run. The first time I will ever have actually achieved this ending myself. Because I've only ever done the basic ending, Rani's ending, Frenzied Flame. And with Zloy, actually, we did the Mending Rune of the Death Prince. So the only one I have left to do is the other one I have in my inventory from the randomizer, which is Gold Mask's rune, the Perfect Order rune. Yeah, drop kicking the head feels like what you should do in the Frenzied Flame ending. And there it is. The Elden Ring being kind of devoured, encircled by the Fell Curse. A Fell Curse which, to be honest, I did not earn. I think we just found it somewhere, didn't we? Or did somebody sell it to us? I forget how we even acquired it. It no longer matters.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
Tell him, Mr. Narrator.
Of how a tarnished became Elden Lord.
And it really sucked for everyone involved.
In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
The idea of living under that sky. Horrendous.
Our seed will look back upon us and recall. The reviled curse that defined our age.
Yeah, baby! Me and the Dung Eater!
The blessing of despair.
Man, he put some stank on it at the end there. Heck yeah, dude! Elden Ring! George R.R. Martin, we did it. No Journey 2. He lives in Stanky World now. Kinda does. Kinda does. We did it. We did the thing. The thing has been done. And here he is. The loathsome Dung Eater. Look at this man. That's actually what his head looks like underneath the helmet and stuff. It's pretty funny. Just gonna give them all the bell bearings. Looking like the clown he is. Really, really does, doesn't he? So yeah, that's basically all of the glove warts and stuff are what I expected them to be. Well, time to give this game the finger. You can't use it in the round table hold unless you jump off the balcony, so hilarious. But folks, that's going to be a wrap on our Axe of Godfrey playthrough. Honestly, what a weapon. Like, really cool weapon to use. I imagine you have a great time with it in New Game Plus, but playing this in New Game was kind of ridiculous. Still, level 124, where we wrapped up, actually pretty close to where we've wrapped up a lot of our other playthroughs, just because of, you know, the level that you get to with health and strength and everything. In this case, it was just getting the extra points into FP so that we could summon something to help us with that final boss fight, because I think, honestly, a 2v1 was a little unfair for my my final boss fight. But we stuck with our equipment basically from the beginning. The talisman, the two-handed sword talisman was our original keepsake because the keepsakes were randomized and it included DLC items, but we'd never gone to the DLC. We started as a hero. We end as basically the world's ultimate villain, I think, at this point. But I think we did pretty well, all things considered. Axel F will be replaced for the next Elden Ring playthrough. 18 hours is also not bad. That's quite respectable, I think. Crazy final boss lineup? Yeah, dude. But yeah, we're going to be back to standard vanilla Elden Ring, depending on when me and Ollie can get together for a randomizer playthrough. But I don't know if it's going to be a full playthrough, if we're just going to do one stream of it, because I'm streaming this like a couple of times a week. So instead, we're going to be starting a new game. We're going to be back in vanilla, unmodified Elden Ring. And we're going to be starting the Axe of Godfrey playthrough with W. Axel Rick, who I already designed in the character creation screen a little while ago. But that actually made it to the 3-hour mark on stream, so fantastic stuff. Good stuff all around. I really need to rebalance the lighting in here. I feel like I'm so gloomy and dark these days. But folks, thanks for being here. I will send you over to somebody else who's streaming here on Twitch so that we can drop in and say hi. Oh, I tell you what, the Hot Dish is playing through Dragon Age Veilguard. Obviously, that came out, like, yesterday. And if you've been playing it, obviously, please don't spoil anything. I know this story is really important to Dish. Like, it's one of her favorite games. So, we're going to go raid Dish, who's doing some very, very cozy couch streaming. I was doing a little bit of a watch-along yesterday. I'll be back on Tuesday, since this Sunday I'm actually going to be away from home, so I won't be streaming. But yeah, on Tuesday we'll be back with more Minecraft and more Elden Ring. I will see you then. Take care. Have a good one. Bye for now.